Hello, and thank you so much for attending my PowerPoint presentation on every rank in Rainbow Six Siege Explained. We're living in a world where Solid Snake is looting gadgets off your corpse. It's 2026, and the Siege ladder has never been more insane. And that's why in today's video, we're going to go over every rank in Siege and completely explain them, from the player vibes to the mechanical walls that keep people stuck, and more. Copper is where every player starts their journey at the beginning of the season, whether you're a pro league player or a complete beginner. This rank covers 0 to 1599 rank points and is split into 5 divisions. You must hit clearance level 50 just to access rank play, and while you're not a complete rookie, it often feels like it here. Players often run around aimlessly without a plan, and you might see people attempting high-level strategies they've seen on YouTube, but they lack the coordination to pull them off. You try setting up a site, only for a teammate to decide to reinforce the wall you just opened. And toxicity is a major issue in these lobbies, with team killers and players throwing matches on purpose. During the seasonal reset, high-ranked players mix in, which can make the matchmaking feel unfair. Players here love using Blitz, and if you see that flash shield charging toward you, it is easy to forget how to aim and instinctively start running. You'll be dropping your armor plates or smash a soft wall hoping for the best, but often, your teammates can be more dangerous than the actual enemies. The biggest challenge at this stage is a lack of basic game knowledge as you're still trying to figure out how gadgets work. Once you stop panicking when a shield appears, you might finally start climbing out of copper. That is the basement, so let's move up one floor to bronze. Bronze is where players begin to move past the basic onboarding phase, spanning 1600 to 2099 rank points under the current rank system. It's one of the most populated tiers, with Bronze 5 and 4 alone making up over 6% of the competitive player base. While players tend to be more aggressive here, they often struggle with teamwork. And this is where you'll start seeing real site setups attempted, but teams may still forget how to watch the flank or coordinate utility effectively. Some players pick operators like Ashe for aggressive playstyles, using her breaching rounds to push aggressively, and others may choose Zofia for her KS-79 lifeline gadget, which can help her clear defender utility and support teammates, a useful tool when coordination is limited. You might also see players using Thatcher, though without effective team communication, his EMP grenades can be wasted on random doors instead of helping a hard breacher. At this level, knowing map layouts is essential. Lacking map knowledge can leave you lost on the way to the objective. You can queue with friends from Copper if your hidden skill ranking is within the allowed range, but remember that ranked mode requires clearance level 50 to access. Now that you know the maps, you get to deal with the frustration of Silver. Silver is the entry to mid-tier rank, covering the 2100 to 2599 rank point range. It's designed for casual players, but can be very frustrating to play, as you might be a genuine Silver player, but the game might match you against former Emerald players who are just starting their climb. And this can lead to complaints about matchmaking, as you feel like you're playing well, only to get headshot by someone who seems overpowered for the rank. Coordination becomes important here, so you'll often see players picking Thermite. His gadget is straightforward and effective, especially when there's a need to breach reinforced walls. Finka is also a common pick, as her Adrenal Surge gives the whole team a health boost, helping cover for teammates who may take bad gunfights. Players may have great aim, but their ego can only hold them back from focusing on objectives and playing as a team, and Silver is the highest rank that a new player can realistically hit while solo queuing. I hope this presentation is more helpful than your last teammates, so subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. Thank you for watching, and now back to the video. Gold is the transition point where the game becomes more about strategy, spanning 2600 to 3100 rank points. Historically, this has been the most populated tier in the game. Players in Gold typically have solid mechanical aim, but lack positioning awareness. They can win a gunfight only to immediately die in the middle of a hallway. Thatcher is a high-value pick because he counters the basic defensive strategies that Gold players tend to use. On defense, you'll see Rook often, as his armor plates are essential for giving teammates extra survivability. Mute is also a common pick to block drones and prevent them from finding the objective. This is the first rank where Valkyrie starts to see regular use for intel gathering. Her camera placements are usually predictable though, and if you've played 10 matches in Gold, you'll likely know exactly where her cameras are placed. The community often says that to escape Gold, you need to find a consistent stack of teammates, and the wall in Gold is adaptability. You can't rely on the same 2 operators every round, and if you don't adjust your strategy when defenders change theirs, you'll stay in Gold forever. Being good isn't enough to be elite. Once you find a team, you'll start the grind through Platinum. Platinum is the above average tier that spans 3200 to 4099 rank points. With rank 2.0, there are now 5 divisions instead of 3. At this level, you can't just out-aim everyone anymore. Every player in Platinum can hit their shots, so you need to master hard breaching, especially with Ace. His Selma device allows you to open reinforced walls from a safe distance, which is crucial because Platinum defenders will punish you the second you get close to a reinforced wall. Players using Maverick become more common in Platinum, and they can be particularly annoying as they make small, precise holes in walls to pick you off. The community often refers to Platinum as the squad up rank because solo queuing is a nightmare here. You're going up against 5 stacks who have been playing together for years, so at this point, you should stop changing your sensitivity. You need to build muscle memory for quick peeking and to ensure smooth, precise aiming. The wall in Platinum is map knowledge. You should know every floor, hatch, and pre-fire spot to stay competitive. If a roamer surprises you, you are not ready for the next level. At Platinum, you need to use Nomad's air jabs for flank watch. Roamers will wait for you to start the plant and then hit you from behind, so anticipating their movements with air jabs is key. Once you master the flank watch, you enter the proving grounds of Emerald. Emerald was introduced in December 2022 as a mid to high tier rank, positioned between Platinum and Diamond. It was designed to add more depth to the seasonal grind by introducing 5 additional levels. Players at this level need to be precise about positioning, and if you're not playing above or below the objective, you are doing it wrong. Ram starts to be used to her full potential here, especially with her rapid devices, which allow players to breach soft floors above the site, creating pressure that defenders cannot easily ignore. While some players enjoy the linear progression, others find it makes the climb feel too long. And to survive at this level, you need to maintain a 1.0 KD ratio and have a deep understanding of complex operator synergies. You'll often see Grim used to smoke out defenders in the final seconds of a push, and this is a highly mechanical rank, where tactical decision-making and consistency matter. The wall in Emerald is the proving ground. The game is testing your discipline and readiness for top tiers. If you lose your cool when a Grim Hive tracks you, you'll likely remain stuck here. This is the final filter before you get to the ranks where people take things too seriously. Diamond consists of 5 divisions, ranking from 4100 to 4999 rank points. It used to be the highest rank in the game, but now serves as the final gatekeeper. Players here often have an aggressive mentality and would rather take high-risk gunfight than play a safe strategy. They want to prove that they have better mechanics than you, and you'll see players peek while holding the diffuser just to get one more kill. At this level, knowing where the enemy team is matters more than anything else. Dokkaebi is a popular pick because her logic bomb forces defenders to reset their phones. If they don't, they stay highlighted and are vulnerable to being hunted down. You'll also see a lot of Demos players using his tracker to isolate roamers and gather intel. Ubisoft punishes inactivity at this rank, so if you stop playing and sit on your rank, you will lose it. The wall in Diamond is your own discipline. The mechanical skill is there, but the aggressive attitude can lead to thrown rounds. And fun fact, Ubisoft uses win rates from Diamond matches to determine which operators need adjustments or nerfs. If you stop ego peeking and use your utility, you just might make the jump to the top. Champion is the top of the ladder, requiring at least 5,000 rank points. There are no subdivisions in this rank, and only the top 0.2% of the global player base ever makes it this far. Everything is precise in this tier, and matchmaking is driven by a hidden skill metric that estimates your probability of winning. Operators like Solid Snake are used for his minimap device, which provides valuable entry intel. Nomad is often picked to secure plants by knocking defenders away for 5 seconds with her air jabs. The rank is a real test of mental strength. Gadget management becomes the deciding factor in who wins rounds, as you need to be disciplined in clearing out any obstacles defenders set up. At Champion, you're competing against players like WRM Dog, who has hit over 5,700 RP. There's even a Thai team named Champion that competes in the Asia League. The wall in Champion is consistency. One tiny mistake with your utility can lose you the entire round. Matchmaking frustrations are common here, as sometimes the system matches Champion players against those in Copper 5. If you can navigate through the inconsistency, though, you've truly mastered the game. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.